Well, hello, it's Wednesday, so it must be time for Woolly Hats Wednesday Whips. And you join me underneath the damson tree because it's still quite nice weather. Feeling a bit autumn. I've picked up a lot of my damsons thanks to help with some friends who came around last week, and I've started processing them and giving them away. So if anybody wants some, please let me know. I'm just going to adjust there, then you can see more of me. So, what have I been up to? Well, it was a bank holiday weekend, so time for rest and relaxation and some time for some knitting. So I finished one half of the front of my stash busting pattern here. So you can see that's looking rather yummy. So it's in two halves, so that's one half and there'll be another half and then there'll be again the same back and then some sleeves on the side. So that's rather good. It's a Rowan pattern from magazine number 66 and it's using up lots and lots of stash, which is great. So we've got Rowan felted tweed, Mordale, we've got West Yorkshire Spinners Colour Lab, vibrant green, we've got some hand spun and hand dyed yarn. So it's rather yummy and I've really enjoyed doing this. So I only took one project away with me at the weekend to do. I sometimes take 2 or 3 depending on what I'm feeling at, but I really got stuck into that, so that's good. So that'll be good. So since I've got back from Wales at the back weekend, I have been doing some more of this. If I get it the right way around, yeah, there we go. And you might say you haven't progressed much on this, Harriet, because last time you were in more or less exactly the same position. And that's true, because I realised that I had too many stitches and I had gone seriously wrong quite early on. So guess what? I had to rip it all out and start again. But now I'm really in the swing of it, and I was boasting to Mr. W that I could do this without looking at the pattern. And then he said, well, I'll see if you manage to get through all the way through without ripping it out again. Because when you're too confident and don't look at the pattern, that's when mistakes are made. So I will look every now and again. So that's rather good. And again, another stash busting project using Rowan Kid Silk Haze from something I bought in lockdown, because you weren't allowed to go to shops and feel things and show the colours or match the colours up. So I've got rather a lot of this. So if this works, I might make some more because they'll be lovely presents. It's going to be a scarf, and it's lovely. You can't feel this, but it's lovely and light. And I don't know whether you can see in the wind. The wind almost makes the yarn float because it's mohair and silk and things like that. So that's rather yummy. So that's quite a nice one to do, sitting in the garden. So other things. Well, we all know that cost of fuel is going up, and Mr. W has requested that I make him another rug to cover his knees in the winter to make sure that we can keep warm. So last year, it was last year or the year before, I did this. This is using, this is called corner to corner crochet, because you start off in a corner, I think it's the other one, and then you work diagonally. I'm trying to find the right corner here. So there you go. So you start off in a corner and you sort of work out like that, and you get bigger and bigger and bigger, and then you get smaller and smaller and smaller. So this is one I did for him last year. I used up some of my acrylic double knit yarn, and I doubled I used the yarn double so that it was extra thick. So I used a size 7mm needle hook, I think, because it makes it less extra warm and cosy. And Mr. W really likes this, so he's requested another blanket. And this one, you can see I used stripes, 3 rows of each one. I said, do you want regular stripes or irregular stripes? And he says he'd fancy a bit of irregularity. So there you go. So I've been looking in my stash, and I found some Aran Stylecraft premium acrylic. So there's another blue, a lighter blue, so that's quite nice. Turquoise blue and a yellow. You know, I like that colour. And the grey. There we go. And then there's some another light blue. So I've got quite a lot of that. So that should make a nice blanket for Mr. W to keep his knees warm in the winter. So that's something I need to look at. But you know me, I like starting a new project. I must finish some projects, so I need to make progress on that and progress on my scarf. And I still have my orange sock to finish, and I still have the green crochet top I did using the wool from my holidays last year. So I'm going to have to restrain myself, which is going to be quite hard. So That's that. You might be notice that I'm wearing something I made a couple of years ago. This is yarn from Under the English Sky, and she's based in Chester. Yay! And she's a lovely lady that hand dyes her wool. This is merino wool, and the pattern came from Inside Crochet. It's called Himalayan Tea, and it's using treble and double and some raised trebles there, and some little bobbles as well. So it's a lovely top for a day like today, where it's not scorching hot, but you want something fairly light because it is nice and light. And merino is good for being light. There you go. So that's what I'm wearing today. Other things, other news, we've got a couple of shows coming up. Not me, but there are a couple of shows coming up you might be interested in. There's on the 18th of September, which is not far away now. There's going to be a yarn gathering at Mould. I can't remember the name of the place, but I'll post something on Facebook. And Yarn O'Clock will be there, and Kath Andrews will be there, and lots of other people from North Wales who do things with wool. So that could be quite interesting. That's a Sunday. And there's also Yarndale. Now, Yarndale is one of the big wool shows. It's held in the auction mart in Skipton. So it's about an hour and a half, 2 hours to Skipton from here, from Chester. But it is worth going because it's got lots of really interesting stuff, crochet and knitting and hand spinning and weaving and things like that. And they have real sheep. And they have lots of food stalls and things, and they have classes and things as well. So I might pop along to that at the end of the month. So I think it's the 25th, 26th of September. But we'll see, because September's filling up all too quickly. And I've got filling up with classes as well. So there we go. So that's something to look forward to. I hope you are well and keeping busy, and hopefully I will see you soon. I'm off. We're off in Wales again next week, so who knows where Wednesday Whips will come from, and if it comes out on time, I don't know, but we'll try. So I'll see you next week. Bye.